All right, people, I'm starting this video a little late. I got an 03 G35 up there. All right, I've got, it's automatic, it's the wife's car. So I have that transmission. That transmission came out of her car. There was nothing wrong with it. It ended up being a relay that was bad, of all things. So I have a problem with this transmission here. Has 60,000 miles on it. That transmission there probably has 160. That one I don't have a clue. Clutch packs went out in it. It was the transmission I put in because I thought that transmission was bad, and it ended up being a relay underneath the kick panel. But G35s have two different automatic transmissions apparently. One has a black plug like this, where this green one now is. This transmission is out of a 05 or 06. Couple of months into 03, they did away with the three-prong green. Went to a single plug black on their transmissions. That originally was a three-prong green. That still is a three-prong green, three-plug green, whatever prong plug. This one is about to be a three-wire, three-plug, three-prong instead of the black. So, valve bodies. This is the valve body that takes the three plugs, which converts down into two. And the big difference between these, if you look at them, is where you flip them over. So on this side here, all your electrical connections to all these servos are all actual wires ran in to everything. That's the big difference. Here is, let me grab this and we'll take it over there. Rev up motor. Piece of shit. So now this is the black plug. As you see, they look a bit different, don't they? Not too much, but the big difference is underneath this piece of metal and underneath this plastic is a PC board that makes all these actual physical wired connections. And it still has one plug on this goes onto the bottom of the black plug on the inside of the transmission, and it converts over to these style plugs. I'm sure if I went and got a harness and swapped the harness out in my car, I wouldn't have to change the valve bodies. But what I'm thinking about doing, or what I'm attempting to do right this minute, is change the valve bodies. So I believe all the passageways are all the same around the valve body. I believe the big difference was they went to the PC board instead of physical hard wires, and they changed the plugs so that you couldn't swap them in between each other. Well, I'm about to attempt to swap that valve body into the transmission that there came out of, and convert that 60,000 mile transmission into an old school three plug transmission. So we'll see how this works. If it all turns out, I guess y'all be watching a new video. Well, did the swap with the valve bodies from the old style from the new style to the old style, and the transmission got it in. It definitely goes into reverse in neutral, and it engages in the drive. Now all I need to do is actually test drive it, but right now I'm just waiting for the temp to get up about halfway so that I can go check the fluid. But we will see how this goes. Hopefully this was a success. So just took her for a drive. The tectonic shifting works fine. It shifts perfect on its own whenever you just got it in drive. So apparently the valve body swap and the harness swap works perfect. If you have a older G35 style transmission with the 3 green wires on the side and you can't seem to find a good used one, you can always buy the later model one that has a single black plug like the one I showed you at the beginning of the video, and swap your valve body and your plug over to the newer style transmission. As long as your valve body is working and it's like your clutch pack or something went out in your automatic, you can always swap that over to a newer style transmission with less miles, and it works perfect. So just a little insight that they didn't change the transmissions, they just changed the plug. Reverse, drive. Of course it don't shift while you're in park, it just stays in first, but or whenever you're sitting still. But yeah, she works perfect. Got it up to speed, shift gears just fine. Now the only thing I did do is apparently I knocked my temp sensor loose or broke it when I was swapping the transmission. I gotta get underneath there and figure that out, but besides that, looks like everything's good. Hopefully this will help somebody, and anything else I come up with crazy stupid like this, I'll definitely be posting.